Even more fun than sending out invoices is receiving payments. When you create an invoice or statement charge for a customer, QuickBooks stores the amounts owed to you in an account called Accounts Receivable. This video gives you a brief overview of the Accounts Receivable account and shows you the preferences you can set for Accounts Receivable. To follow along, open the working file called landworks_payments, or you can just watch the video. Accounts Receivable is the account in the chart of accounts that tracks money owed to you from the sales you've made. When you send out invoices or billing statements, create credit memos, or receive payments, QuickBooks stores those amounts in the Accounts Receivable account. Let's open up the Accounts Receivable account. On the home page, click Chart of Accounts, and then double-click Accounts Receivable. Here, you'll see all the Accounts Receivable transactions. The abbreviations in the Type field indicate the transaction type. This type indicates a credit memo, and the amount is in red because the amount is subtracted. This indicates an invoice, and this indicates a payment. To see the actual form, just double-click the entry. You'll learn about filling out this customer payment form in another video. So let's go ahead and close this, and close the Accounts Receivable, and close the Chart of Accounts. Now I want to show you the preferences for Accounts Receivable, so go to Edit menu and choose Preferences. Click Payments, and then Company Preferences. The options in this section, Invoice Payments, are optional fee-based solutions, which I don't cover here. Also, if you have subscribed to the QuickBooks billing solution, you won't see this invoice payment section. However, you can set 3 options in the Receive Payments section. These 3 options are turned on by default, but you may want to change them. So let me just explain what each one does. When a check mark appears in the Automatically Apply Payments option, QuickBooks automatically applies a customer's payment to the customer's open invoices. If QuickBooks finds an invoice that exactly matches the payment amount, QuickBooks applies the amount to that invoice. If the amount received is less than the customer's outstanding balance, QuickBooks applies the payment to the oldest invoice first. If the amount received is more, QuickBooks applies the payment to the oldest invoices first until the payment amount is used up. If you prefer to apply the payments manually, uncheck the checkbox. When you fill out the Receive Payments window, you select which invoice or invoices to apply the payment to. Let's go on to Automatically Calculate Payments. If this option is checked, you choose an invoice in the Receive Payments window before typing in the amount received, and QuickBooks calculates the payments for you. If you turn off this preference, you must enter the amounts manually. Another video mentions the undeposited funds account, but in case you missed it, this is the account QuickBooks creates and uses to store any payments you've received until you're ready to record a deposit. Select this option to have QuickBooks use undeposited funds as the default account for depositing payments. When you're ready to deposit the money, the payments are all located in this same account. Using this account is convenient for collecting several payments and depositing them later. If you don't check this option, you can choose the Deposit To account on the Receive Payments window. And for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to uncheck this option. These preferences will all become clearer in the videos that cover receiving payments, but you need to know that there are preferences that you can turn on or off. So click OK to save this preference, and QuickBooks says it must close all open windows, so click OK. Then to reopen the home page, go to the Company menu and choose Home Page.